Welcome to another edition of Makina Riders. Ang sunod nating guest, I would say, coming from my perspective at least, ay isa sa mga artists na literal nakita nating lumaki sa entablado. In my mind, there would only be a handful na masasabi nating nagsimula sa pag-entertain ng bata at ngayon, andyan pa rin. My memory of this guy is mixed with long afternoons with a Nintendo family computer, trying to finish Goonies 2. That's a very difficult game by Konami back in the day, by the way. Tuwing umuwi ako galing eskwela. Kasi ina-alternate ko ang paglaro ng Famcom at pagnood ng That's Entertainment. Pag kailangan ko ng kumain, nood muna ako ng That's Entertainment. Tapos Famcom ulit hanggang gabi. And from my grade school to high school to college to work, andoon lang siya hanggang ngayon doing his thing since 1986. He is a singer, dancer, host, actor, multi-instrumentalist. He did the rounds with the networks. At sumabak din siya internationally, releasing records with pretty good album sales in France, the Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, and the UK.
C'est extrait du nouvel album de Billy Crawford.
In the entertainment world, we only crossed paths pag may guesting banda ko sa ABS or GMA7, but we never really got introduced nor had any reason to have a conversation. Until now, because mahilig pala siya magmotor. Ay, magkwentuhan tayo. This is Makina Riders.
Hello, Billy.
Hello.
How are you?
Very, very good.
I'm glad that you agreed to do this. I know you're a very, very busy guy.
Oh no, not for motorcycles.
Kwento ko kasi kanina ba, I caught that whole James Reid prank. Grabe yun. I mean, galing. So anyway, how did you start? Paano yung nagsimula na nagka-interest ka talaga sa motor?
Actually, my father is a motorcycle rider as well. Pero sa kanya, big bikes. He was the first one to actually own a Goldwing here in the Philippines. Simula nung bata pa ako, he'd actually gift me with like, pocket bikes and all that stuff. And
so
then,
you're talking
way back. But I started riding for real siguro around 14, 15 years ago.
Wow, okay. So tell us about it. We're talking about yung pocket bike. What was it?
I actually don't remember. It's one of those, actually you can find them in like Lazada or something like that. You know, those little pocket bikes talaga. But they actually are still clutch-based, gear shifting and everything. So my dad was teaching me na since I was young, and then he bought me, I think it was a Yamaha small motocross bike.
Nice.
That's when I started to ride. But I actually learned how to ride from an ATV. From a four-wheeler. It was a Raptor 750. That's when I got the hang of actually shifting gears.
ATV, handlebar pa yun, di ba?
Yes.
Handlebar type.
Handlebar.
Okay. When you said 14 to 15 years ago, that's the time na mako-consider mo na seryoso ka na with motorcycles?
Oh yes. From the Raptor, I moved on straight to an R1.
Wow.
I went straight into the speed demons.
Okay, so sport bike
Sport
genre.
bike talaga. I've tried a few adventure bikes or cruisers or whatnot. Wala eh.
Sport bike talaga.
Yeah,
I think with your personality,
Speed.
pasok naman eh, di ba?
Mahilig lang talaga ako. Not necessarily for the speed. I just feel like I'm more in control with my bike. I mean, kanya-kanya lang naman.
Tama. Since the R1, how many bikes are we looking at till now? I mean, ano na ba dumaan sa'yo?
Actually, for about 6 years kasi, I was part of Yamaha group in France. So it went from R1s to R6, MT-01s, way back in the days. They would actually send me bikes to try, to test drive, and yun, wala, pabalik-balik pa rin ako sa mataas eh. I never really downgraded. I always would
Powerful
go
bikes
up,
talaga. After naman the 6 years, any other bikes that
Yes, I had the Kawasaki Ninja. I had a Scrambler. I had a 1098 Troy Bayliss version here in the Philippines. I had a Harley once, and after a week, binenta ko na.
Okay, sport talaga.
Yes, wala. I had the GSXR as well, and then I had a CB 650.
Dami rin, ha?
Yes, marami-rami na. But now I'm left with one bike.
I saw you in the parking lot.
Yes, that's the only bike I got now. I got rid of this.
You wanna show us?
Sure. Take a little look at my little blue baby. It's the only one in the Philippines. Actually, it's my wife's gift.
Wow.
So, it was the best gift that any man can ever dream of, being a husband at that.
Imagine that. Usually, iba, tinatago pa yung motor eh.
Oo nga, iba yung parang anong ginagawa mo. Yung sakyan niya. Especially, she was pregnant at that time. So, this is my baby.
Wow, grabe. So, tell us about it.
So this is my Dragster 800 RR. It's a Pirelli version, the blue and white one. There's two versions of the Pirelli, the black and yellow one. And this is the white and blue. Ang dami ko rin pinalitan here. I actually changed the seat cover to to make it a bit more matching with the bike. And I have a titanium MV Agusta exhaust, all carbon fibers, racing bars. From 11,000 RPM, naging 14,000 RPM na siya ngayon.
Wow, so nagalaw niya yung limiter?
Yes, I changed my ECU into a racing ECU. So lahat-lahat na. But I have to map it soon. So
Okay.
Patay, no?
Well, you're in good hands. Motostrada, they know what they're doing when they're gonna remap this tune.
I'm here like once a week just to check if my bike's still in good condition. Kung hindi ko ba binabastos yung bike na to. Pero sobrang happy ako sa motor na to. It's my favorite bike. Out of all the bikes I've had, this is my favorite.
And I think it was Discovery Channel who said that the most beautiful bike in the world.
Yeah, because I think the owners, diba, they went through a lot of transitions. They were bought by Harley Davidson. They went bankrupt, I think, 2 or 3 times. But before their father died, it was their last bike that they designed. It was this dragster. So this is pretty much a work of art. It's really designed not just for the looks, but for also the details of this bikes are crazy. Siguro the next thing that I'm changing is the sprocket and the steering damper. Apart from that, everything is
Okay na.
running perfectly. Yeah.
Hello, JC. Salamat
Part siya ng Star Wars.
Okay, so beautiful bike you got there.
Thank you.
I asked this to all the guests who show up in Makina Riders. Any grabe incident na semplang na talagang nagising ka na, oh no, is this gonna be it? Anything of the sort?
Yes, I took a 6-hour course for riding, emergency course actually. This was in France. After the 6 hours, ang gamit ko pa noon was my R1. They were motards so they were police. Nagpahatid ako, so sabi ko, if I can follow them lang, going back to the highway, kasi I didn't know where I was. So yeah, sure. So we were going. Then I started to see the signs. It was a 40 zone. And I looked at my speedometer, I was going 110. But the cop was in front of me, I'm sure was going 130, 140, right?
Tsaka legit, may kasama kang pulis
Oh, dalawang motard, di ba, ang kasama ko. So sabi ko, sige, okay lang. All I was seeing sa papasok ng highways, let's say ito na lang, sa highways sa States, medyo malalapad, di ba? The turns are a bit, you can see, vision-wise, you can see from your vision na, okay, you know when to slow down, to cut it down, and then to lean towards the ano. So I was seeing trees, and then all of a sudden he leaned, he disappeared. Putek, when it was open, the U na papasok was a V.
Oh no!
So the first thing I did, obviously, was I emergency
survival
brake,
instinct, brake.
and binitawan ko na yung motor. I slid, hit the wall, naputol yung accelerator ko from the handlebar.
Oh,
And then
no.
the first thing I did, obviously, was check if I was okay, my jacket, full gears, all the time. That's
Full
one
gear.
thing that I've always done in my life, was always ride in full gear. As long as you have jackets, gloves, helmets.
So you were fine,
Nothing happened. Like as soon as
swerte.
I stood up, my carbon fiber here was butas. Here as well, the knee pads were completely gone. Buti na lang, there were no cars behind me. Because if there was a car, it probably hit me. It'd probably
Baka
kill me.
nasagasaan ka na.
Oo, correct.
Kasi yung copper, alam na yung daan eh.
Yes.
He was expecting
Familiar
it.
na sila eh. So don't ever take a chance. When you are really unsure where you're going, make sure that tatansyahin mo in a safe matter eh. The cop actually helped me out with the bike. And I was trying to start the bike. Sabi niya, wait. Kasi umakit pa yung ano eh, lahat. So sabi niya, okay, if you don't get on your bike again, you probably will never ride in your life again. You'll be scared. So I did.
Okay.
I got on my bike, nanginginig ako. Like, promise, super nanginginig ako. Pero putol din yung accelerator ko. So it was literal, pauwi ako ng bahay, nakapatong dito yung accelerator. Pagdating ko siguro mga second gear, I was like 30, 40 kilometers lang. Yun lang ang takbo ko, pero nakaganito ako pauwi. So it was a challenging ride, pero I learned a lot from that whole experience. And since then, ang mga semplang ko was pretty much track, racing or whatnot. Pero apart from that, on the streets, merong mga munti ka na dito sa Pilipinas kasi...
Even if you're not doing anything, sila na
Exactly.
lang yung magiging crazy sa'yo and di ba, bad
Saka,
trip.
not a lot of people follow rules here, which is
Oo.
kind of sad.
That's
Kasi
sad.
a friend of mine's son passed away when we were on our way to Marilake because of
Kamote riders.
he overshot, pero he was trying to get back into the lane where there was a jeepney there, and
Oh no.
one thing led to another. There were a lot of lessons that needed to be learned, and
discipline din
especially
talaga.
here in the Philippines. Kasi
Oo.
ika nga, sabi nila, pag kaya mo mag-drive dito sa Pilipinas, kaya mo mag-drive sa buong mundo. And I just really wish that, you know, motorcycles will actually stay in the motorcycle lanes unless they have a bigger bike that they can actually go in and out
They
of
have the
cars.
power,
They have that certain power. And also, mga motorista din. The cars and stuff, they tend to switch lanes like, they don't see us and they don't hear us. Especially small bikes. That's why, for me, it's really important to have a loud motorcycle para marinig ng jeep, para marinig ng mga trucks, marinig ng mga kotse at makita, di ba? Kasi there's a lot of blind spots for motorcycles. One thing that I remembered is the cop told me that you just have to put in your mind that you are the ones wrapping the motorcycle. You are the cover of the bike. The bike's not covering you like a car. So you're the shell. So anything that will happen,
First
ikaw ang
impact
unang
ikaw.
tatamaan.
Oo,
So,
tama. Wow. Well, your motorcycle journey now continues with CF Moto, as I understand. You are the ambassador. Congratulations,
Thank
Under
you very much.
Motostrada. How do you feel about it?
Oh, dude, I'm so excited. One reason why I'm really excited is because it's super affordable. It's super, super duper affordable. And the bikes that they have are quality made. You know what I'm saying?
Good value, no?
You really pay for the value of the bike. Pero it's pretty much up to par with all the other brands in the world. So, saludo ako sa CF Moto because they're actually catering to a lot of motorcycle riders, especially even underbones or whatnot. But we have like the GTs, the 400s, the 650s, and then the CLX 700 is one of the reasons why napatawag ako sa Motostrada. Because they showed me a picture of the scrambler version of the CLX. And then I searched online and then I saw they have the sport version and they have the parang touring adventure version. I just fell in love with the bike. I told them, can I just please try it out to see the specs that the bike has kasi are just so dope because you have the cruise controls and then you have Pirelli tires and that.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Saka what you get out of it, it's a lot of bike for the money.
And a lot of people kasi are intimidated to go on higher CC, especially riders who haven't been riding for a long time. I tried the CLX. It's just literally like riding a bicycle, but it's 700cc. It's got
Madaling dalhin.
sport mode, it's got eco mode. So, ang ganda eh. If you're in the city, especially here in Manila, going in and out of traffic, it's super simple, it's light, it's agile, and it's really versatile. That's one of the reasons why I really like it. And the looks of the bike are just super dope.
Well, I think you and CF Moto, hand in glove, congratulations with your partnership with that, and we're excited for you and what you're going to be doing with the brand for the next year also.
I can't wait.
Before I let you go, again, thank you so much for your time. One last thing, any advice you want to give to all the riders watching you right now?
Be safe. Wag muna kayong magyabang. Just having the proper gear.
Itabi mo na ego.
Oo, itabi mo muna yung ego mo and just remember, tayo ang nakayakap sa motor natin, hindi ang motor nakayakap sa atin. So, alagaan natin yan.
Okay, thank you so much, Billy. Social distancing handshake right there. Bless you and you ride safe, man.
You too. Thanks very much, Zach. One of these days, let's ride.
All right, tayo.